Hi, it's me, Caroline, and today I wanted to tell you about how I went vegan. It's been already a year since I went vegan, and um, yeah, didn't want to talk about it earlier because I don't know, it was new and I don't felt I had enough experience to tell you my experience with it. But yeah, now that it's been a year, I wanted to do a little video to explain you how and why and some tools that I used, and I hope it will be useful to you in any way. I'm not trying to push my belief on anyone. I think that's something hard because when you really believe in something, you want others to see it too and believe it too. And I think that sometimes when you see all that is wrong in the world, you just want, yeah, to change it. And when you push people too much, they just close themselves up. So you have to be really kind and loving. But I think veganism is about compassion, and yeah, if you use your compassion to talk about it, then people might be more open. So yeah, close with a little parentheses. I just wanted to tell you my backstory. So my transition has been a long one. I think almost a year. One night, we were my boyfriend. We were looking at documentaries on Netflix while eating, and we chose Vegucated, and we were eating meat at the time, but still we thought, yeah, we should do try to reduce our consumption of meat. So we started do more and more veggies, and buying uh, nearly next to never buying meat, and only at a restaurant or when we were at friends or other place we would buy meat. But yeah, the more you don't eat meat, I think your taste bud changes because yeah, each time I ate meat, I was like, it doesn't taste as good as I remembered it, and is it really worth it? I mean, is a life worth this? I didn't even like anymore the taste of meat, so it was pretty easy from then to choose to become a vegetarian. And also my best friend was vegetarian, and she cooks so much good food, so I was like, oh, you can eat nice foods without meat, and there is so much alternatives. And yeah, I was like, I'm vegetarian, and my boyfriend followed, and we made the choice together. And then I educated myself. For a week, I think I read the articles. I watched Cowspiracy. I watched, and the turning point was when I watched Earthlings. I was in my bed, as I often do, and I was watching Earthlings. It's narrated by Joaquin Phoenix, and it's pretty violent, but so is the animal industry. But yeah, so it's I think it's five different aspects and talk about alimentation, clothings, and all the other aspects. There's also zoos and aquariums, circus, all those things. Every aspect of animal exploitation, and I was crying my life, and my boyfriend was like, "Stop doing this to yourself. You're hurting yourself." Kitty is having fun. But I was decided as watching it whole and just making myself hurt so bad that I wouldn't want any of those products anymore. And yeah, I decided to go vegan a week after deciding to be vegetarian. And the next day, my boyfriend was eating a egg sandwich, and he was like, "Yep, not eating that anymore." And I have to mention, he was already lactose intolerant, so I had already made the switch to non-dairy milk. So cashew, almonds, and soy milks. So it was pretty much cutting cheese and eggs. And for the same thing as meat, when you cut those a few weeks in, your taste bud change and everything tastes so much better. I think it may seem silly, but I didn't need to salt that much, and even water began to taste better. I didn't like to drink water before, and now I really like it. So it wasn't that hard. I mean, I think it's easier when you have friends to support you and a boyfriend. I mean, if your family isn't vegan or vegetarian and you're young, it might be hard because you have to cook for yourself and anything. But yeah, it was so much easier than I expected. I've seen a quote somewhere that says, uh, "Oh, I could never be a vegan," said every vegan ever, and that's right. You think it's way too much. Even before becoming vegetarian, I was like, yeah, I might be vegetarian someday, but vegan is way too extreme. But yeah, it's not that hard. I think the hardest parts are eating outside of your home. I mean, when you're at school or at work and you have to lunch, there's not that many options. You have to be prepared. But yeah, that's it. For families, I think it depends. Some family may not be as open as other. Mine was really kind, and I was afraid because I went vegan in November and it was Christmas approaching, so I was really scared, but everything went fine. Fine, not fine. Yeah, so in the beginning, the thing that helped me most are the Vegan Society. There's a pledge on there for 21 days, and every day they send you an email with information about the industry and recipes and tips and like accidentally vegan things that you can eat, and that's really nice. It really helps. And also there is so many recipes on Pinterest and Instagram and everywhere, and there's a lot of YouTube who do vegan recipes. My favorite to watch are Kira Rose, who has recently become vegan, and Naomi Smart. They do a lot of recipe, and it seems easy, not too hard of recipes, because yeah, I'm not that patient. And I do a lot of baking more than cooking. Nico's the one doing the cooking here, but yeah, for pastries and cakes, and it's really easy to replace eggs with chia seeds or bananas, applesauce, and dairy. Well, you have so many options. So yeah, I think I hope I left you with a pretty positive video, but I thought there would be so many things I had to X out of my life. Like, I was thinking, okay, I can't have yogurt anymore, but no, that exists. I can have cream cheese or cheesecake, but no, everything as a vegan option is really amazing. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say for today. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you next week.